Salute to the family. Salute to the family. We are in the building. We are in the building. Salute, salute. Guys, you know why I'm here. You know why I'm here, guys. I'm here so I won't get fined. Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. You know we have to have a conversation, family. We got to have a discussion, right? We have to have a discussion. We have to talk about the hypocrisy of these white supremacists, right? We have to talk about these right ringers that's obsession with black people and what black people doing, like your fellow January 6er, Jake Lane. So while you guys coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Salute to the chat. Salute to God Truth. Appreciate that, bro. Salute to Jerome Davis. What's up, bro? Salute to Love Angel. What's poppin'? Salute, family. Salute, salute. You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. I didn't come to play games today. I came to set the record straight. Because I see the play that a lot of these incels, right? A lot of these degenerate, low IQ, loser white males is trying to do right now. But it won't work. It won't work. Salute to Beautiful Darkness in the chat. Belt to ass, absolutely. Free Carmelo Anthony, free Tyler Robinson, absolutely. Free our boy Carmelo, free our boy Tyler Robinson, absolutely, family. We got to have a discussion on this evening. We got to have a discussion this evening because it seems like Jake Lane has a death wish. That's what I'm starting to think. I think Jake Lane has a sick fetish with black people. He has a sick fetish with black men. I don't think it's obsession, right? I don't think it's obsession. I think it's a fantasy, and I think it's a fetish. Because I don't know how much ass kicking you got to have for you to get the picture. Salute to the chat. Salute to D Royal. Salute to Alexis. Salute to Dissentering Truth. Salute, family. Salute, salute. Guys, I don't know what's up with this dude. Salute to Candy Girl Pink. Salute to the chat. Salute to the family. Guys, while y'all coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button. We got some cooking to do on this good afternoon. Yeah. We gotta put some belt to ass, family. Oh, you did a lot. I gotta check that out, Torian. I gotta check that out, bro. I gotta check your live stream out for sure. For sure. We got the trolls in the building. The trolls have entered the chat early. Salute to the trolls. Welcome, welcome. Salute to the trolls. Salute to the family. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But before we get into the BET Awards altercation with our boy Jake Lane, right? I want to go down memory lane so I can tell you guys exactly who this guy is and exactly, you know, what we dealing with here. What you guys see on the screen right now, it's the flyer, right, that Jake Lane promoted before he went down there to LA to get his ass kicked, right? It says Jake Lane protest, boycott BET Awards. Thug Culture Night. January 28th, Peacock Theater in LA, 4 p.m. Pacific time, right? So let's read the tweet that Jake put out before he decided to go boycott the BT Awards. He said, "We are leading a massive boycott with hundreds of crusaders." And I want you guys to really pay attention to this, right? We are leading a massive boycott with hundreds now. Keep that in mind. Hundreds of crusaders outside the BET Awards in Los Angeles this weekend. We will stand up against degenerate black culture that is destroying America. I repeat, we will stand up against degenerate black culture that is destroying America. I guess black people, right? We destroying America, even though we 13% of the population. I guess, right? I guess. But I want to go down memory lane right quick before we get into the altercation, right? Jake Lane said that black people is destroying America, right? So let's do some background check on him. You guys check this out.
Yeah, Jake Lang walked out of jail this morning speaking with one of our photographers about that terroristic threat charge and his ban from the state of Texas. Far-right influencer and pardoned January 6th rioter Jake Lang walking out of Collin County Jail Tuesday.
So this is Jake Lang that got arrested after threatening Carmelo Anthony with hanging him and shooting him in the head. They released him. He had a $1 million bond. Then they reduced it to $250,000.
After multiple arrests this month related to the Carmelo Anthony trial.
Why am I the one being mistreated by the justice system?
Lang's most recent charge, felony terroristic threat. According to an arrest warrant affidavit obtained by Fox 4, Lang was identified on video outside Anthony's trial, saying he'd kill Carmelo Anthony with a shot to the head.
And they said that, why are black people making this about race? The Carmelo Anthony's trial is dividing us. When you got white people like this that's standing outside the court talking about unaliving Carmelo Anthony, right? But Jake Lang tweeted that black culture is destroying America, right? He went to BET Awards where black excellence is at, right? He's not in the hood. He's not approaching gang members, right? The real degenerates that's in our community. He going to where the successful black people that's doing 1,000 times better than him, right? That's a great example of degeneracy from Jake Lang. Let's keep going, family.
Lang was charged by the Texas Department of Public Safety. It was working with the Texas Fusion Center, proactively monitoring threats seen on social media related to the trial.
The judicial tyrants have gone drunk with power.
This wasn't a, hey, if I see you outside, we can tangle. It was I'm going to take a headshot and end it right there. And then he, according to the PC affidavit, doubled down.
Criminal defense attorney and former Collin County prosecutor Rebecca Pearlstein is not connected to this case. A judge reduced Lang's $1 million bond to $250,000. That initial $1 million bond is higher than some people receive for a murder charge, but Pearlstein says Lang's past likely plays a role.
He had been told to stay away from the Collin County courthouse.
On June 2nd, Lang was charged with criminal trespassing after admitting to climbing a fence to the site of the fatal stabbing of Austin Metcalf. Conditions of Lang's bond.
Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Salute to the trolls. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Oh, it's about to get good, family. Yeah, they let him get away with too much, right? They had his bond at $1 million, then they reduced it to $250,000 because they want Jake Lang to be out here, right? They want Jake Lang to be a crash dummy because I don't know who or what made them decide to even reduce his bond to $250,000 after what he said about Carmelo Anthony outside of trial. Because I guarantee you, if a black person would have said that, they would have gave him no bail. No bail. But they gave him the opportunity to run the streets again. And what did Jake Lang do as soon as he got out of jail? Went straight to LA to do some more degenerate behavior. This is white culture. But as you guys heard in his tweet, He said, Black American culture is destroying America. Okay, Jake, let's keep going.
Bond prohibited him from going within 200 feet of the Collin County Courthouse for 30 days. But 2 days later, he was back.
He hadn't been deterred by being told to stay away or to back off.
Fox 4 witnessed people on both sides of protests at Anthony's trial making confrontational and sometimes violent statements.
You had people gathering outside the courthouse every day. You had a lot of people who were, very emotionally charged.
For now, Lang is banned from the state of...
This guy got an anchor monitor on, family. This is a criminal that we talking about, right? After Jake Lang tweeted that Black Americans are destroying America, a criminal that got a long history of committing crimes, going to jail, doing time. Jake Lang was a part of the January 6th riots. He served 4 years in prison. And the only reason why he's out of jail because of Donald Trump gave him a pardon. If it wasn't for the pardon, this degenerate will still be locked up in a cage like an animal. This guy has a anchor monitor on, but he want to give us lessons about how we need to behave in this country. This guy got a anchor monitor on, been arrested multiple times this month, has a rap sheet, served time in prison, but white people want to tell us that Black American culture is degenerate. Let's keep going, family.
Of Texas, unless appearing in court or meeting with his attorney.
But I'm not able to stay in Texas right now. I have 24 hours to vacate the most free and most...
The super chat not working? Really? They hating on me like that? You sure, Sugar Mama? Try to refresh your screen and see again. If you can't super chat, let me know. I put the cash out. I pinned my cash out right there in the chat, but I don't know why they not allowing me to the super chat. Let me know if it just refresh and come back in.
Conservative and most patriotic state in the country, so I have to get out of here.
If convicted on that terroristic threat charge, Lang faces up to 10 years in prison. He's also facing a felony charge in Minnesota for allegedly destroying an anti-ICE sculpture on the Capitol grounds. Remember, he served 4 years in prison for his role in the Capitol riots, but was released after a pardon by President Trump.
Yeah. So you guys see that, right? This was his arrest in the past, like this month, the month of June. 2 arrests. Both arrests was felony charges. He got an anchor monitor on. He served 4 years in prison because white culture decided to storm the Capitol. Storm the Capitol. But Jake Lang gonna take his ass to the BT Awards and disturb Black people that's representing Black excellence, right? Jake Lang could go to any place in California. He can go to Inglewood. He can go to Crenshaw. He can go to the Bay. He can go anywhere. He can go meet up with the game bangers out there in LA. But he chose to go to the BET Awards, which is very dumb of him. I don't even understand what he's going to get out of that, right? But I just want to go down his history before we go into the video at the BET Awards. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, right? Jake Lang was accused of being a pedophile and meeting up with a underage, you know what, right? So let's get into that. Salute to Milton with a $2 super chat. He said, how he gonna complain about the same system? Exactly, Milton. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that, bro. But I want to get into this right here, right? This is what Jake Lang said after he was caught DMing a 6-year-old. Let me repeat that again. Jake Lang gave a statement on the phone you guys are about to hear in this video after he got caught messaging, looking to meet up with a 5-year-old. Salute to Nikki Too Gorgeous with the $2 super chat. Thug Life Lane. Facts. Let's get into the video.
Jake Lang responded to the accusations that he got caught talking to a teenage girl, and he's blaming his team. He's claiming it was his team. Take a listen.
I've got whole entire teams of people messaging people, and we were going to do a big burqa bikini march I had announced for February. Like, you know, you shouldn't even be anywhere near this thing until you're like of the legal age to even be around adults. So anyway,
right. I mean, what?
You know, and that's where it ended. Like as soon as I said that, when I said I can't see you.
Okay. Jake Lang stated that he was having a bikini party or something like that. And that's the reason he was messaging this 5-year-old. As you guys can see in this video, it says in 6 months, I wait you. He said, hold on, let me clear it out.
That was the last message.
Hold on.
I can't see you.
Let's go back to it. I won't get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. I can keep a secret. Jake Lang responded, what state do you live in? I can't see you till you're 16. I repeat, what state do you live in? I can't see you until you're 16. Let's keep going, family.
And that's it. That was the last message. And, you know, that's
Right. Have you like shared your password with anybody or given that out to people before?
I don't think so. Why?
I don't think so. Why? Because nobody believes you.
So Jake Lang lied. Like somebody on his team messaged this 5-year-old, right? This underage person. Jake Lang lied like somebody on his team messaged this person. As you guys heard him on this phone call, and as you guys seen the screenshots, this dude said, I can't meet up with you until you turn 16. Why are you even messaging a child, Jake Lang? Why are you even entertaining a child in the DMs? And the only reason why you coming up with this lie is because you got exposed. And you try to save face talking about I got to wait till you turn 16 to meet up with you. Bro, 16-year-old is still a child. I understand certain states in America that's legal, but 16-year-old is a child. But are we surprised that this is what white men do? They lead the country in this. But this is the guy, again, right? This is the guy, again, let me read it to you. Let me go back and read this to you guys. This is the guy after DMing a 16-year-old talking about meeting up with her. We're leading a massive boycott with hundreds of crusaders outside the BET Awards in Los Angeles. We will stand up against degenerate black culture that is destroying America. But Jake Lang here is messaging a underage child. And Mr. Lang, I got to ask you this question, sir. Do you think this behavior is destroying America? Just like I talked about on my stream yesterday, family, that a lot of these white people fail to talk about this type of behavior with these white men hurting their children in their community, and they not speaking up about it. Why Charlie Kirk didn't speak about this? Why Megyn Kelly not talking about this? Why ain't nobody coming to the forefront and talk about these white men that's putting their hands on these babies? But Jake Lang want to go to protest after protest. He want to grift because he understands that a bunch of low IQ white supremacists want to see this type of degenerate behavior because they obsessed with black people. Salute to Jerome with the $10 super chat. He's lying. YT America lies too. Screw the Metcalfs. Screw Jake Lang. They're all thugs. Facts, bro. Facts. Thank you so much for your $10 super chat, bro. I appreciate it. But let me play this video again, family.
Jake Lang
Listen to his lies.
responded to the accusations that he got caught talking to a teenage girl. And he's blaming his team. He's claiming it was his team. Take a listen.
I've got whole entire teams of people messaging people, and we were going to do a big burqa bikini march I had announced for February. Like, you shouldn't even be anywhere near this thing until you're like of the legal age to even be around adults. So anyway,
Right. I mean, what?
and that's where it ended. Like as soon as I said that, when I said I can't see you.
There you have it. In 6 months, the young girl said, I'll be 16. And then she messaged, I won't get you in trouble. You don't have to worry about it. I will keep it a secret. Jake Lang responded, what state do you live in? I can't see you till you're 16. Arizona. I just moved here. After she told you her age, Jake Lang, why are you continuing to entertain this child? But every time I see you on social media, you kirking out. You blaming black people for your failures because you are a criminal, Jake Lang. You're a criminal. You spent time in jail. You got an anchor monitor on your ankle, and you talking about black people are degenerates and we destroying America? If this ain't hypocritical, family, I don't know what is. If this ain't hypocritical, family, I don't know what it is. But let's get to the altercation that we had out there in the BET wards that, the residents out there in LA, they didn't play no games with him. Let's get into it. But salute to the family, salute to the chat. We got almost 200 viewers in the building. Let's get the likes up, family. Smash that like button for your boy. Let's get this out there in the algorithm. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Salute to the trolls. I see the trolls coming in early. I know y'all not going to like this, trolls, because this is the type of behavior y'all indulge in, right? This is the type of behavior that the white incel males indulge in at a very high rate. And it's very sickening. But I get what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to distract us by talking about black violence and black on black crime and black people doing this and black people doing this. But when you look up under your bed, you look in your closet, I see crime. I see degeneracy. I see pedophiles at a very high level. But the Megyn Kelly's not talking about it. The Steven Crowders, the Charlie Kirks, not talking about it, but they want to talk about black families and everything else. So as you guys see, the signs that they're holding says black parents are failures. I need to ask Jake Lang mother, is she a failure because she raised a criminal? And you ain't just got white people on him. You got Hispanics, white people, everybody putting belt to ass on Jake Lang. Ooh. Get him. Look, and this is his security right here. This guy with this suit on, this 5 feet, small, little fat individual. Dude, you should not be securing anybody. And y'all remember, I just read y'all that tweet when he said we are going to have hundreds of crusaders out here. Family, he got about 3 people with him. But what all that tough shit that y'all trolls be talking online? What's up with all that tough talk that y'all white men be talking online about what y'all gonna do? Black people this and black people that. All of y'all support Jake Lang. Y'all be raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for him. Why y'all not out there supporting him? Y'all seeing him get his ass kicked out up and down the street. But y'all got so much to say in the comment section. But when it's time to stand on business, y'all Casper the Ghost. Oh, they putting foot. They really putting belt to ass to him. Look at him. This guy got a Hispanic protecting him. He got another little Hispanic short dude with a suit on that looked like he's supposed to be in Men in Black or something. He about 5'3", 300 pounds. He getting smacked up, drug all down the street. But Jake Lane said he gonna have hundreds of crusaders. See, Jake Lane, these white people that act like they support you online, these dudes are cowards. These the same white men that's talking about how they want to have a civil war. This is their opportunity to show us that they want to have a civil war, and they did not show up for the war. Jake Lane showed up, right? Because Jake Lane got a fantasy of getting beat up by black people. That's his fantasy. He enjoyed getting his ass kicked, because I don't know when it's going to register in his mind. But I think that Jake Lane got a death wish on him. The same thing that Chud the Builder did, Jake Lane is trying to follow in their footsteps. Because I don't know how many ass kickings that you got to get to realize that none of this is going to work. Black people are not playing any games with you. People is not tolerating disrespect. You holding a sign saying black parents are failures at a BET event where you see a bunch of black millionaires, successful black people that's living good out there in LA. How you gonna come there with a sign that say black parents are failures, looking at a bunch of successful black people at an award show? I should be saying it to your mother, Jake. She failed you. She raised a criminal, a pedophile, a guy that's going in and out of jail his whole entire life. You got a rap sheet. You got about 1,000 mug shots. And as you guys can see, the other guy he got with him, he got a white hat on and he got a mask on his face. This is cowardice right here. Because if you want to be racist, why you won't stand on business and show your face? Just like those, white supremacists that did that march down there in Nashville, all of them walking down the street with socks on their face. Why y'all so scared? You want me to tell you why they are hiding their identity? Because they are police officers. They're your educators, your bankers, your politicians, right? They're your co-workers. They're your neighbors. But they too coward to show their true colors. See, they can't stand on their racism. See, I don't respect passive-aggressive racism. I don't respect silent racism. Stand up and tell me who you are. Don't hide behind no mask. We in 2026. What you hiding for? Oh, they put belt to ass to Jake. Oh. Get him, y'all. Get him. Get him. Whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. Get him. Get him. Whoop that trick. Get him. Hey, look at the guy with the suit on. Family, look at the little small dude with the suit on. That's Jake Lane's security. Jake Lane, you sent out a massive tweet, right? You said it's finna be 100 crusaders out here. Where are all of these white men that be talking all that shit online? Why they not out there supporting you? Where are all of those donors that be sending you thousands of dollars to get you out of jail? Where are the Chud the Builder supporters at? Where are the Charlie Kirk supporters at? Where are the Nick Fuentes supporters at? Where are these white dudes that be on TikTok talking about y'all want a civil war? This is the opportunity. Where are you?
We are the true American heroes. God is not this domestic terrorist. God is not
Bro, look at this little bitty dude, bro. And another thing, family, it's as much as Jake don't like us, it be majority of white people that be kicking his ass. Every rally that he go to, 9 times out of 10, his community is kicking his ass. It's not even us. Bro, they took your sign. Dang, Jake, what's up, bro? You talk all that shit. What's happening? I thought he was a tough guy. Look at the little guy. Look at his security. Yeah. Get that nigga gone. Get that nigga gone. Exactly. Where the January 6ers at? I don't see them. Like Jake Lane, you said 100. Matter of fact, family, we gonna come right back to this. Let's go back to that tweet, cause I'm missing some here. This tweet say we are leading a massive boycott with hundreds. Right? He put it in capital letters. Hundreds of crusaders. Jake Lane, you got a Mexican with you. A 5'2" Mexican with a youth department suit on, defending you, and he get his ass kicked up and down the goddamn street. He can't even keep his pants on his ass. Motherfuckers, boom, stomp here. Goddamn. Hold on, let me go to the comment section of this right quick, cause I'm trying to see, are they supporting this? I'm really trying to understand. Let me go down. I like the point of this, but let's not go in there and act like they do. Now they want to blame us. Look at them. They Jake Lane, where? White Lives Matter. Why you ain't out there, buddy? Jake Lane needs y'all help out there. He getting built to ass out there. Look at his security right here. Look at the little dude with the suit on. Look, they stomping his earpiece out. Yeah, get up out of here. Bro said he gonna have 100 people out there. It's 3 of them out there. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. We got over 300 viewers in the building. I am so happy to host you guys this evening. I am so happy to see you guys up in the chat room. Salute to the trolls. I seen a few trolls in here, but where y'all at? I got a question for the trolls out there. Why y'all not out there defending Jake Lane? Jake Lane was dependent on y'all. But y'all show up to my chat every goddamn day instead of going out there with Jake Lane, getting y'all ass kicked up and down LA. Salute to Milton for the $5 super chat. I can respect Lane in that way, though. At least he out there. I can't stand them undercover racists. They look up to him because he's not hiding it. Exactly, bro. Exactly. See, that's why they was losing their minds when Charlie Kirk got unalive, because they was hiding their racism behind Charlie Kirk. They hide their racism behind these public figures because Jake Lane and Chud the Builder, they are the crash outs. Because these racist white people, they sit behind their screens, they sit behind their phones, and they send donations to them because they too coward to go out here and speak their mind. We see what Megyn Kelly do. Megyn Kelly can't really stand on her racism. She got to bring Jason Pochop on her platform to degrade black people. Black people getting violent.
Bitch, you come out of here!
He talking about black people are getting violent out here, but you got white people putting their foot in your ass. You got Mexicans out there. Bro, it's majority of your people that be beating you up. Family, hold on, wait a minute. We're going to get back to this. Because anytime Jake say something, I got to show receipts. Y'all know I don't play. Do you guys remember this right here?
Let me go. Just go. Just go.
This
Let
his
go,
people.
yo.
Guys, I want you to pay attention to this video and tell me what race you see in this video. Look at them. Surrounded by a bunch of white people. Look at them. They throwing water on him. They kicking his ass. They bopping him upside the head. Look at him. But he's talking about black people. Salute to Milton for the $2 super chat. He said, Lane messing up the plan. They can't be victims. Exactly. No, they victims. They victims, Milton. They want to be victims so goddamn bad. They are victims. But when I look at this crowd right here, every time he go on these protesters, it be his community that kicks his ass. But why are you at the BET Awards? Black people don't bother you, brother. It's your people out there in the BET Awards putting belt to ass to you. But you out there screaming about black people. Every time, family. Look at them. Damn, they hit him in the head with a cone. Damn, motherfucker threw a cone at his ass.
Bye-bye. Skedaddle.
Running that boy off the block. Why you leaving, Jake Lane? I thought you was a white supremacist, supreme being. Why you allowing this small group of individuals stop you from doing what you came there to do? And if you guys pay attention to his ankle, right? Look down at his ankle. He has an ankle monitor on. This is a criminal. This guy is being watched by the FBI. He's being watched by the FBI. This is a criminal outside the BET Awards trying to criticize black people for being degenerate, and we destroying America. But Jake Lane went to prison. He is just think about a criminal telling you about you being a damn criminal. It's like, bro, did you look in the mirror, dude? You got an ankle monitor on. What give you the authority to even say something to us? You out there with a bunch of beautiful black people that's successful. You are the loser. Motherfucker would hit him upside their head with that cone so many times he had to grab that motherfucker. She ain't playing with that intercom. Oh, he going to the police. Not going to the police. The police turned his head like, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, you better get away from me. This the same thing Chud did when he got caught at that gas station. They be out here acting so big and bad. And then when somebody pull up on them with that same energy, they go turn into Karens. Jake Lane, why are you running to a police? That's a crossing guard. He can't help you. If you guys look at the picture right now, he already turning his head before Jake Lane even approached him. Ain't nobody saving you, Jake Lane. LAPD ain't saving you. They know that you will crash out. They know that you will crash out. They are going to allow somebody out there in these communities to get you off the streets. You are an agent of chaos. You don't have no authority to speak on black people. We doing just fine. And I understand that black excellence hurts your feelings. It triggers you, Jake Lane, because you are a loser. You, Chud the Builder, which just got exposed for sleeping around with transgenders, getting evicted from his home. But y'all got everything to say about black people. This is crazy. Honestly, this is crazy to me. Look at the cross of God. The cross of hold on. Look at the cross of God. The cross of God looking at this nigga like, bro, get the fuck away from me. Look at the cross of God. Look at the cross of God. The cross of God ain't trying to hear that shit. Damn, they putting bro. Damn, Jake, fight back, bro. Bro, at least fight back, bro. Like, you ain't fighting back. You ain't standing no business. You allowing this small group of people to literally walk you down, bro. You spent all that money. Think about this, white people. Y'all cashed out and sent Jake Lane all this money because y'all wanted to see this, right? Y'all fund this behavior, just like y'all funded Chud the Builder. Y'all funded this trip out there to California for him to be out there for about 15 minutes. Then he started getting his ass kicked. I don't think y'all got y'all money's worth because Jake Lane got his signs taken away from them. He holding on to a cone that they knocked him upside his head with. And he ain't really standing on business. Damn, Jake, where you going, brother? No, don't leave. Jake, no. Don't go. Don't go, Jake. No. Where you going? Jake, don't go. Jake, no, Jake, we was having fun. Why did you leave, brother? We had more ass kickings for you. Damn, salute to the keeper for the $5 super chat. You said McDaniels in the chat brought up a good point. How is he even outside in another state wearing an ankle monitor? Exactly. That's why I said, family, that I think they release him because, in my opinion, I think they want to get him off the streets. I think that they want street justice to happen to him. I think, you know, the white supremacists, they don't like this type of rhetoric, this type of noise, this type of publicity on them. They don't like the Jake Lanes and the Chud the Builders. So I guess they allow him to go out there and do whatever he gonna do because they thinking the same way we thinking. Man, somebody's gonna get his ass. Somebody's gonna take him up out of here. Streets are going to give him, this dude, this is a fetish to him. Because what he just did made no sense. What was the point of you going out here, getting beat up in LA, talking about black people this, black people that, and you got your ass kicked by your own community? Your own community done this to you, Jake. What happened, brother? You didn't even swing. You didn't even bite a motherfucker. This is crazy. And then he tweeted, this is what he tweeted 20 hours ago. He said, yesterday, the LAPD was giving a complete stand-down order by the Democrat mayor, Karen Bass. They purposely did not respond for over 30 minutes as white Christians was being attacked by gangs of black thugs. Gangs of black thugs? Dude, it was white people out there kicking your ass. And then he also said this was a literal black hate crime. Oh my God, bro. The reason why LAPD didn't respond to this, Jake, because they don't give a fuck about you. You think that they finna allow you to come out there to their city and fuck up their money? LAPD, Los Angeles is making a lot of money. They got the Olympics that's coming to LA in a few years. They are about to allow the streets to give you justice. They not coming to your aid. They are not about to defend you. That's why Texas allowed for you to wear an anchor monitor and fly all the way to LA and cause trouble. So don't cry for the police. You a white supremacist, right? You supreme. Why you crying to the LAPD? Why you calling the police anyway? This dude sitting up here calling the police. Salute to Milton for the $2 super chat. He said that's a bond violation. Exactly. But this is what I'm telling you, Milton. I think they don't even care. At this point, I think these people want Jake to disappear. They don't even care. This dude said a black gang beat him up when it was white people out there putting belt to ass to him. Look at this. Do this look like a bunch of black people? OG sprung on his ass. And he also tweeted, I was just nearly murdered. He said, I was just nearly murdered by a violent black mob outside the BET Awards. This is how you get money, family. This is the grift right here. This is how you get money from the low IQ whites. You got to keep bringing up blacks. I was just nearly murdered by the violent black mob outside the BET Awards. They smashed a glass bottle over my head that shadowed and cut my face. They ganged up on us like a pack of wild hyenas. I am bleeding badly, cut everywhere, and on my way to the hospital. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Jake Lane is in the hospital with band-aids all over his face, cut up, bruised up, because you went out there and you got exactly what you was asking for, Jake Lane. Did nobody force you to go out there and behave like that? You chose to go out here. This is your whole little shtick. Is to antagonize people, and then when you get your ass kicked, you want to cry victim. You want to call the police. You want to cry to the LAPD talking about why they didn't come out there. Why you calling the police for? You a big bag tough guy, right? You were standing outside Carmelo Anthony's trial talking about that you was going to unalive Carmelo once he walked out a innocent man. Carmelo Anthony need to get hung from a tree. That's what you said at your mouth. But when that pressure get put on you, now all of a sudden, oh, police. It's the niggers. Yeah, come get them. They putting belt to ass, bottles, pampers, diapers, baby bottles upside my head. Come help me, please. LAPD like, hold on one second, Jake Lane. Yeah. Hold on. We ain't doing nothing. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, support what we got going on over here. Now, family, they mad about this, right? You got the white supremacists out here, you know, a bunch of these victim white men on the internet crying about, oh my God, these black people, Carmelo Anthony. Let's go visit our favorite crybaby white man. They want to be the victim so
high school
much.
Track.
He want to be a victim. This guy, this the big bag tough guy that we cover, right? He cannot stop talking about Carmelo Anthony, right? Him, Jake Lang, a lot of these white males out here, they want to be victims so bad. They want to blame black people for the reason why they're failing in this country. It's not our fault. They acting like that a black man got their boot on their neck. They're crying. They're soft. They getting caught with, hurting their kids, if you guys know what I mean. But this is what they do on the internet, right? They radicalize all these young white men to go out here and get their ass kicked.
Folks, there have been some new developments on the Carmelo Anthony situation. And for those of you who don't know, I don't know how you don't know, but if you don't know, Carmelo Anthony was found guilty of murdering Austin Metcalf at a high school track. Just stabbed him in the heart. And the part of the black community, the majority of the black community, I don't really know how to say it other than there are very few black people out there who are actually being accountable to the situation and not just getting mad because Carmelo Anthony didn't get away with it. That being said, there is some new footage that just came out that actually shows what happened at this track meet. And I think it's pretty telling that the people out there who are like, oh man, Carmelo Anthony is just self-defense. Can I just bring up a situation if I can?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's say we're at a grocery store, okay? Me and a black guy.
Yeah.
And I say something to provoke this black guy. Maybe we're in the fruit aisle, we're looking at stuff, and I don't know, say something to him and he shoves me. Is it a fair reaction for me to take out a knife and kill him? I'm curious.
Well, that's not how it went. I know that's the story that y'all like to run with to make yourself feel better. Carmelo Anthony was jumped. Okay? It wasn't just a shove. Y'all like to try to downplay this situation with just a shove. How about keep your hands to yourself, white boy, or you won't wind up in the dirt. You can come up with these scenarios and, different things that don't even have nothing to do with this case. Dude, Austin would be alive if he would have minded his business. Simple as that. I don't know how else to explain this to y'all.
The black community thinks.
The
And
black.
once again, I want to be clear. It's not all of them, but it's always them. And there needs to be a culture shift. But I'm just curious what the response would be. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the leading moments up to the situation. A lot of people are saying that it was raining. So that's why Carmelo Anthony decided to go into this other team's tent.
And I want to make sure, I want to go back and show you guys this right here, right? Because, they like to harper on, it was a other guy's tent. This is a public venue, right? A track and field place. Memorial High School do not own this stadium. They do not own these bleachers. Even if you put up a tent on the bleachers, that does not mean that you own the bleachers. Anybody can sit anywhere on these public bleachers. Just because somebody put up a tent doesn't mean that you own it. Austin Metcalf was not the sheriff and the mayor and the president of this damn tent. Okay? Because I already know you finna go into your mayo-splaining, your mayo-babble, just a bunch of white lies. But I just want to state this for the people that keep bringing up this tent. This is a track and field stadium, a football stadium that different schools come to play their games and run their track meets. Neither one of these schools own this track and field place. You can sit anywhere that you please in this stadium. Okay? I don't understand how y'all don't understand this. Salute to Milton for the $2 super chat. They refuse to use context when it's us. That's exactly, bro. It's never no context. But I don't expect nothing less from them, Milton. I expect him to do exactly what he's about to do. Let's go.
Go into this other team's tent. All right, so here it is. I'm going to put my cursor on here just so people can see what we're talking about. So
Explain
this
this
is
to 'em.
Austin Metcalf right here, and this is Carmelo Anthony. He is about to shove him. Now, kind of a blurry video, but what happens after is very apparent. Just the level of guilt that you're willing to accept if you do something like this. But let me just kind of show what happens. So Austin Metcalf is going to push Carmelo Anthony and immediately stabs him.
Okay.
It wasn't a, let me rummage through my backpack and grab this knife.
You don't know. You just making it up. You don't know. You don't see none of this shit that you explaining right now, but keep going.
Was kind of like what people were saying, like, oh, Austin Metcalf went over there looking for trouble.
He was.
I think he was the opposite. I think he was Carmelo Anthony. Because
So Carmelo Anthony was looking for trouble. How can you prove that? Carmelo Anthony didn't do nothing to anyone before the Metcalf brothers approached him. How was Carmelo Anthony looking for trouble? See, the only reason why you saying that, white boy, and I understand that you're stupid because your community is very low IQ, most of y'all. Carmelo Anthony was sitting under the tent before the Metcalf brothers showed up. Carmelo Anthony wasn't arguing with anybody, fighting, causing any type of altercations with anybody. The knife was put up. Nobody was getting stabbed. Nobody was fighting. So how was Carmelo looking for trouble when he was just sitting down? Do you think anything would have popped off if Austin would have never approached him? Answer that.
Are you able to get a knife out that quick and stab him? You guys are going to see. It's immediate. It's immediate.
Look at this lie. This motherfucker just lying.
Goes down. So I'm going to play that one more time. So here is Austin Metcalf, Carmelo Anthony, boom, and then boom.
That's not Carmelo Anthony right there. That's Hunter that you pointing at. The two black figures are Hunter. They're both putting their hands on him. Carmelo is sitting down in between them. They are surrounding them. You are lying because you can see Carmelo shoot up the middle part that you seen in that gap and run out of the tent. Those black bodies are still there. You're pointing at that black body that you said is Carmelo Anthony. That black body still in the tent after Carmelo run out. So you're lying. You're lying. Anything to push this false narrative to not hold Austin Metcalf accountable for his actions. Actually, the number one person that need to get held accountable for this is Hunter. Because as Hunter said on Fox News, he approached Carmelo and Austin just being my brother, he always had my back. He steps up. So Hunter is the reason why Austin is dead. If Hunter and Austin would have never approached Carmelo Anthony, Austin would have still been alive, buddy. And our good brother Carmelo Anthony will be getting ready to go to college this fall. But your community don't know how to mind their business. And if you keep promoting this to your community, thinking that just because you give a light shove to somebody that somebody owe you a fist fight, a lot of your population is going to get wiped out. Because y'all are already dying off. Mother Nature is taking its course towards your community. Because of y'all violent history, your evil behavior. This is why your population is low. This is why y'all birth rate is low. It's not that y'all not really having kids, even though they play a part. But Mother Nature is taking y'all out. Y'all are getting y'all karma of being evil, devilish people. And the only thing that can make y'all feel good is blame us. We are not y'all problem.
Falls straight down. Now, you guys can watch Carmelo Anthony jump up, and then he comes out the other side.
No, there wasn't Carmelo that walked out on that. That's a person that was chasing him. This dude right here, man.
Running. He starts running. If you're in a self-defense situation, why the fuck are you running after? I mean,
he was running because he was getting chased. He was running because of an altercation that just happened. What you mean, why he running? What you want him to do, just stand there? They was jumping him. Two twin brothers approached him with two other goons looking to jump him. So he did what he had to do and got up out of Dodge. And as you can see in the 15-minute video clip, it was like 3 boys chasing him. So what would you recommend Carmelo Anthony do after he just got done doing what he do? Just stand there and just look stupid? Salute to Milton for the $2 super chat. Hunter said he snatched the backpack. Exactly. He know this, Milton. He know this. These people know the truth, but they have to lie to themselves. They have to lie to themselves in order to get through this situation. And they mad at us because we pointing out their lies. We pointing out their hypocrisy. They can't run away from this.
If you're potentially being attacked, okay, but you weren't. Somebody shoved you, you stabbed them immediately, and then you took off running. We're going to see this again. We're going to see him take off. So push, stabbed him. Now you're going to see him go up.
And this debunks what you just said, right? You pointed out that little black shadow that you seen was Carmelo running out. If you guys can look at the corner, watch that little small black figure run out of the tent. This debunks his lies, what he just said. He thought that this guy that's finna run out the tent right now after Carmelo was Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony was in the middle of the twins after they were surrounding him. You clown.
See him go up, look, and then looks around and just takes off. Very weird behavior.
Salute to Ball for the $2 super chat. Candace Owens fake too. Not even with a black man. Yeah, Candace Owens is already. See, Candace Owens trying to get in our good graces. After they, fired her over there at with Ben Shapiro and them, and they call her out for her degenerate behavior and her calling, the Jews out. They gave her wake-up call. Yeah, go back over there. We don't fuck with you. And now she on her platform admitting that they use her to talk shit about black people. We don't want to hear that, Candace. But thank you so much for the $2 super chat.
For a self-defense situation. For me, this is I just killed somebody or stabbed somebody, and I need to get the fuck out of here.
What?
Pretty odd behavior. All right, you guys,
Pretty odd behavior. What did you want Carmelo Anthony to do, you idiot? So what would you do if a group of guys approached you and you stab somebody? You just gonna stand there and allow the rest of the guys to jump you, or you gonna get out of Dodge and make sure you in a safe space? And what stab did you even see? You didn't see no stab in this footage. You just saying push, stab, ran out. You don't even see no stab in this footage, bro. You see a bunch of bodies moving. You see people surrounding Carmelo Anthony. You don't see a stab in this video. Why are you lying? Nobody sees a stab.
Get the fuck out of here. Pretty odd behavior. All right, you guys, we've all heard of a bug out bag when some crap goes down in America. It's kind of designed for elite survivalists and preparedness experts, but now it's available to the public. That's right, our friends over.
If somebody is shooting the victim, they need to be over there.
Under a memorial tent.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443. I got the suspects, and they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium. All right. Any weapons on you like that?
Okay, folks, so this is the knife that he used to stab him. So I just want to show this to people. This is actually an unboxing video that somebody did 6 years ago on it. Just to show people how big this knife is.
Bro, the knife, it don't matter how big that you think this knife is. The knife was 3.5 inches. You trying to worry about how the total size of the knife is. The blade is 3.5 inches, white boy. Do you understand me? You so goddamn stupid. Just listen. The blade was 3.5 inches. Anything under 5 inches in Texas is legal to carry. So I don't know why y'all keep talking about this damn knife. He didn't get charged with having a weapon on him. He didn't get charged with having a knife on him. Why are y'all worrying about this knife when you got a whole YouTube video about toting guns and shooting guns? That's your whole identity on YouTube. It's shooting guns, telling us how tough you is, carrying guns everywhere. You white boys tote knives, guns to grocery stores, public parks, schools, everywhere. You guys fight for the right to have your guns. So you gonna sit up here and cry about a damn 3.5 knife? Who do you think you talking to, white boy? You can't fool us with this outrage about this 3.5 blade.
Because this is absolutely going to reach a heart for the people out there who are like, oh man, the knife wasn't even that big.
It wasn't.
Okay.
All right, so here we are.
Wow, that's such a big knife. Oh my God. That's a simple fishing, hunter knife, Boy Scout. I got a knife like this in my car. Same size, I carry this same knife around. It's not that big, bro. This is a small knife. These people really think that this dude is toting the knife that Blade had. This is a guy that literally shoot guns and tote guns for a living, but he's crying about this small ass 3.5-inch knives. Bro, it's literally knives that's way bigger than this. It's a multi-tool. There you got it.
Interesting.
And if you just look at it right now.
Salute to Milton for the $2 super chat. They want to play on emotions cause no evidence. Facts, bro. Salute to you for the $2 super chat.
I mean, I don't know how big this guy is, but it's as big as his hand.
Bro.
That blade is probably 3.5 to 4 inches long.
Yes, it's 3.5 inches, dude. That's exactly what it was. Why are you not talking about the fact that it's legal to tote this? Why are you not talking about it's legal to tote this 3.5-inch knife? See, you don't have no grounds to stand on. You don't have no talking points, but you got to try to base this scenario around like, oh my God, look how big this knife was.
But once again, we have people out there who are like, oh man, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that big.
It's not.
But folks, I just kind of want to play this last clip. And this is Austin Metcalf's dad.
This dude right here is a straight
obviously, he
pussy.
is very fired up about the situation. I would be too if this was my son. You kind of like to think that your kids are just going to school and they're going to get into it with other kids and shit happens. To me, I'm always on the side.
Salute to Miss Nikki for becoming a member. Thank you so much, Miss Nikki. Salute to the channel members. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, family. Let's make the haters mad. Let's make the trolls mad. Let's make these degenerate white men like this that want to be victims so goddamn bad mad. That's crying about a 3.5-inch knife that he got guns behind him right now. This guy got literally guns behind him, but he's crying about a 3.5-inch knife. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, family. This guy got pistols behind him on his shelf. He got AR-15s. He got another rifle right above his head, but he's crying about a 5.5-inch knife. That this is a regular knife that people tote. You can go buy this knife at the gas station, bro. There's nothing fancy about this knife. There's nothing scary about this knife. You just mad that that knife wound up in Austin Metcalf's chest. That's what it is.
Any type of remorse, which they did not show, to the fact of now we're going to play the race card. And now we're going to politicize this. Now we're getting a political activist involved. The two things I said on one of the first interviews I ever did was please don't make this about race and please don't politicize it. But they chose to do both.
And your goal that day was to simply get together and pray.
I remember that, folks. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but a lot of people were mad at Austin Metcalf's dad for saying that it wasn't about race and everything else. But I remember him saying, don't make this about race.
So he said, don't make this about race. And this is how stupid these white men are. Right? Listen how stupid that they sound. Austin Metcalf made this about race. This case was 100% about race. Because they put a gag order on Jeff Metcalf because they know that he's a racist. They knew that he was unhinged. They knew he couldn't keep their mouth closed while they set up and railroad Carmelo Anthony. So they had to put a gag order in place because if Jeff would have came out and said, watermelon felon and black people are stupid and black men don't take care of their kids and he go on his whole racist rant, it was going to show that where Austin Metcalf got his behavior from. See, Jeff is the reason why his son is dead. Y'all can keep crying about that this case is not about race because you don't want us to expose your racism. You want to have quiet racism. You want to be passive aggressive with your racism. No. Black people are not stupid. We are highly intelligent and we seem to play from the jump. As soon as this case went viral, all of y'all were screaming about what y'all want to do to Carmelo Anthony. And if this case not about race, why do you have so many trolls and white people online talking about hanging Carmelo Anthony, paying people to do something to him while he incarcerated, talking about sexual things that they fantasize about happening to Carmelo Anthony? Like, y'all need to stop with the lies. These people, like, y'all are, bro, it's fatigue listening to these people.
Making this about race, you're part of the problem. And he was speaking to both sides. But of course, unfortunately, we live in a world where a large part of the black community, that is the only card they can play when they fuck something up.
I was actually hoping to show them, hey, look, man, I know what happened was terrible. And your son made a horrible mistake. I was hoping for some accountability.
No, your son made a horrible mistake, right? And this is the reason why y'all can't let this go. Because if y'all so happy Carmelo got 35 years and you got a guilty verdict, why y'all still talking about it? Why y'all so mad? Because you don't want to hold Austin accountable. Austin was the aggressor. Austin was the bully. Austin was the violent animal that decided to put his hands on Carmelo Anthony. Megan Metcalf have already came out and confirmed that her sons are bullies. So y'all can't run with this narrative that, oh, poor Austin just wanted Carmelo to leave, and Carmelo Anthony is a monster because he took Austin Metcalf up out of here. Well deserved. Austin worked hard for that tent. So we gave him one. So if anybody needed to be pointing the fingers at somebody, it's you, Jeff. You are the drunk. You are the degenerate. You are the racist. You cannot clean up your image going to Fox News. You can't point the fingers at Carmelo Anthony's family. They didn't raise your son to be a bully. They didn't raise your son to be animals and animalistic and racist. You can miss us with this Christianity talk. Y'all are not Christian people. Y'all are not loving people. Y'all are very evil, hateful people. And Megan confirmed that because Megan condoned her son bullying the cheerleaders because they said something about their play at a football game. Megan didn't say that she apologized to those girls that was threatened by your sons. But I'm sure he's not going to make a video about what Megan said. He's not going to talk about that. He want to blame everything on black people. Y'all are the real victims in this country. Salute to Milton for the $5 super chat. Why is it that Dayton County, where it happened, because there's too many black people in that county and it couldn't pull it off? Exactly. They moved it from one county to another. They gave him an all-white juror. They struck the 3 jurors that were supposed to be on the case. Gave him an all-white DA, judge, and prosecutor. The fix was in. We already knew. Salute to you, bro, for the $5 super chat. I see the trolls in the chat. I know y'all kirking out right now, but everything is going to be okay. I told you, if you guys stick around, I will heal you, right? I am going to heal you with the lies. Stay tuned.
Maybe, and some remorse. Neither one was shown.
Have you ever spoken to the Anthonys?
No.
No apology, no remorse?
Nothing.
You were telling me you were inside the courtroom, quite obviously, after the verdict. The Anthonys left. They weren't there for Carmelo's sentencing.
That is correct. They weren't there for the sentencing, and they were not there for victim impact statements. They left that poor child.
Salute to Sugar Mama for the $5 super chat. Will you do a live on Dante's Show Network? He's a ex-con that hates black people. He says Carmelo Anthony be violent in prison. Thank you, King. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I ran across his videos today. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sugar Mama, for the $5 super chat. Where's Doom? Don't worry, y'all. Don't worry, family. He up out of here. Don't worry about it. I got y'all.
There by himself. As soon as the verdict was read, he was guilty. His family and some other advocates left the courtroom and turned in their badges.
Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. So hopefully these animals can stop doing shit like this. They've made a song now. They've made a song about Austin Metcalf and how they're It's like a stabbing song. Listen to this shit. Y'all want us to all be friends. Y'all want our sympathy for your race.
No, we
and
don't.
You do shit like this?
Who told you that we want your sympathy? Who told you that we want any type of approval to you? See, this is that superiority complex. You're delusional. And then you said, what do you expect? They're animals. No, y'all are animals. Your community is animals. Y'all behave like animals. You got a history of being animals. And all you doing is deflecting. We don't want your approval. We don't even like you. Nobody is bothering you, white boy. Y'all can't mind y'all business. That's why Austin is maggot food right now. Because y'all refuse to mind y'all business. See, Jeff Metcalf failed his family. But you're not talking about that. You're not talking about those boys been raised in a single mother homes, and that's why they behave like animals, because Jeff failed them. Jeff left them. That's why. Idiot.
He was guilty. His family and some other advocates left the courtroom and turned in their badges.
Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. So hopefully these animals can stop doing shit like this. They've made a song now. They've made a song about Austin Metcalf and how it's like a stabbing song. Listen to this shit. Y'all want us to all
salute to Sugar Mama for the $2 super chat. She said, I meant to he will be violated in prison. I got you. I knew what you meant. I got you. I ran across his video today. I think he might be on a Skittle Gusler. I think he a part of the rainbow community, the way he be talking about his jail stories. But thank you so much, Sugar Mama, for the $2 super chat.
Be friends. Y'all want our sympathy.
We don't want your sympathy. We don't want to be friends with you clowns. We don't, sir. I don't know who told you that or what information you got fed that lie to. We don't like you. We don't want to be around y'all. We good.
Race. And you do shit like this? Okay.
Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck you gonna stop me? Shit niggas going out back Marlo out the box. I sound when he died. The fuck with this floor, but I got side. Nigga, my phone talk about he don't like my shit. He got stabbed behind knife. Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck you gonna stop me? Shit niggas going out back Marlo out the box. I sound when he died. The fuck with this floor, but I got side. Nigga, text my phone talk about he don't like my shit. He got stabbed behind knife. Once that shit was over, coughing and blood, he think he got Ebola. Nigga sent to the hospital.
Look at him, he bad as hell.
Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck you gonna stop me? Shit niggas going
What a bunch of weird looking fucks. But yeah, we're all supposed to be friends, right? We're all supposed to shake hands and
No, we don't want to be friends with you. We don't want to shake hands with you. We don't want to eat with you. We don't want to break bread with you. This is a fantasy that you got in your mind because y'all are obsessed with us. See, you don't have black fatigue, sir. You want me to tell you how I know you don't have black fatigue? Because you talk about us every day. Y'all talk about us every day. Jake Lane got out of jail and flew across the country to L.A. to antagonize black people, but you got black fatigue. Steven Crowder, Matt Walsh, all the degenerate conservative MAGA supporters, all of them, all they do is talk about black people, trying to rewrite black history. Nobody want to be y'all friend. Y'all are losers. Black Americans, we are the culture here in America. If you want to be cool or look cool, you have to get our approval. White people have to do shit that we do to even be looked at as cool.
Oh, man, it's all good. Fuck no. Fuck no. Ain't gonna fucking happen.
Look at this guy. Look at the tough guy right here in his outro video. This the same guy that was crying about Carmelo having a 3.5-inch knife. But look at his videos. Look at the tough guy. Shooting guns, all type of that. But he crying about, look how big this knife is. Dude, get up out of here, dude. Get up out of here. We don't want to hear all that crying. We don't want to hear that crying. Austin got smoke. Austin is in the pack now. He worked hard for that. If he would have left Carmelo alone, he would have still been alive. That's his fault. You see her shooting guns on your damn platform and you see her crying about a goddamn knife. Oh my God, do you see how big this knife is?
Decades. So, folks, they are now threatening my life over this Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony thing. Can you believe that? Like I said before, this is probably one of the most crazy things I've ever seen.
Mind about it, three in your
kid
life.
Kills a white kid. White people are standing up for them. They're standing up to the people who are out there saying to hurt more white people. And then I get Instagram personal messages from people who are saying, I'm going to kill you and your kids and your family.
But you was the same guy, because I don't know if you guys remember when I did a video on this clown. Some black person said they were going to do something to a white person. He said, let's meet up. I'm in Austin, Texas somewhere. Let's do that. Bro, you have invited this to you. You talking about you want to meet up with people. Now you want to cry wolf. Now you want to be a victim. You said in that live stream that you was going to, let's meet up. Let's do this and let's do that. So when black people decide to, say, okay, let's do it. Now you want to be a victim.
Mother. So I'm not going to read all of this because the video will most likely be flagged after. But I just kind of want to show what they're saying. Bro, y'all whites are so pussy. Y'all really don't want a race war. We don't.
Facts.
Y'all do.
No, we don't.
Y'all are the ones who go out there and say, oh, fuck all these white people.
No, we not.
You are pussy, and whites meet up if y'all want that. Got the voice, let it happen, pussy. We got guns just like y'all. You're a white steroid-taking pussy. I'll kill your mother if that white, not going to say that, isn't dead already. Spit on them, little white bitch-ass kids of yours. The fuck you keep trying to start a race war, then start it. Promise you y'all won't win. What is your phone number? Let's talk. Let's start something up. I've been waiting to get my hands on a white man my whole life. You're just trying to get views. You really don't want a race war. I forgot whites are only tough on the internet. Yeah.
That's facts.
All you have to do is start it up, bitch. I'll kill you kids with not one care in the world.
Damn.
Fuck whites. Y'all are pussy as fuck, bro. Internet people, that's it. I don't remember saying that I wanted a race war. I remember saying that you would get your absolute fucking ass handed to you if it really came to that. But
who told you that? Where you get that from? How you come up with that? We gonna get our ass handed to us? Really? How you come up with that? Where's the proof that y'all are the ones that cry about not want to be around us? We're so violent. We the most violent people in this country. So how you come up with that we gonna get our asses handed to us? Dude, Jake Lang said that he was going to have 100 of Crusaders to go boycott the BET Awards. 3 people showed up, and one of those people was a Hispanic. Do you really think that these white boys is about to show up and indulge in a race war with you? That's what you believe? But this the same guy on his last video said that we don't want this, trying to skirt us. Black people don't want this. Y'all don't want this smoke. Y'all ain't ready. We gonna smoke y'all. We gonna do this. And now he's crying. In his last video, he asked a black man to meet up somewhere. Let's meet up somewhere in Texas. Not all of a sudden a black man jump in his DMs and accept his request. Now all of a sudden he crying now. What happened? I thought you was a tough guy. You think these white men is finna indulge in a race war with you? Dude, y'all can't even do 10 push-ups. Most of these white men ain't finna be out here fighting and shooting guns. Are you stupid? Most of them gonna be on our side. Because they know who the true soldiers is. They know who the real warriors are. It's not y'all, brother.
wanted a race war. I remember saying that
now he won't change his word.
Absolute fucking ass handed to you if it really came to that. But none of us want it. We want to enjoy our day. We want to go into public and not have to deal with people who are not classy, who are not respectful, who have this privilege of, I hate white people, but then I'm going to get mad when they don't like me too. What's the problem, bro? What's the problem here? You've been waiting your whole life to get your hands on a white man. Okay. And you think that we have to be nice to you after that? Wild behavior, folks. Wild.
Do you think, I don't know, this sick fantasy that you got in your mind, that we care about you being nice to us, that we are seeking your approval or something? Nobody is thinking about you, white boy. Who is asking to be your friends? Who's asking you to hold your hands and we go take a walk in the park? Where are you getting this from? We are not trying to be united with you. You can be an enemy of we give a damn. If you want to be an enemy, okay, then it's up. Stop crying, bro. Stop crying. You, in one hand, you saying that if we have a civil war, we're going to get our ass handed to you. And then you saying, see, this is why we don't want to like y'all and shake hands and be friends. I didn't say that I wanted a race war. Yes, you did. I did a review on you. You said you want a race war. And it's plenty of white men on TikTok and on X right now calling for a race war. But we don't see y'all outside. That white supremacist group that was in Nashville that did that protest, it was like 13 of them with masks on their face. Where are these imaginary white men that's about to come to your defense?
We do not endorse.
Where? Salute to the chat. Salute to the family. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Smash that like button, family. Let's get the likes up in the building. Salute to y'all. Salute to the trolls. If the family get tired of y'all in the chat, I'm going to block y'all. I allow y'all to come in here and say what y'all going to say. But if y'all get disrespectful, that's when I block y'all, right? Because I know y'all show up here every day like clockwork. Y'all make new channels and come over here again because y'all love us. Y'all love it over here. I understand.
And you think that we have to be nice to you after that?
Bro.
Wild behavior, folks. Wild behavior. But these are the kinds of people who are doing this. Here's a woman after the verdict saying, where are you white people at? Like she's going to do something.
Where are y'all white people at? If you love Austin, you would be here. But because you don't care, it's funny than a motherfucker. Where's Austin's body? No, I'm talking. Y'all don't love Austin.
They don't.
You don't care about Hunter.
They don't.
Because if you did, you would really stand in solidarity, not online, but right here. So I gotta speak for your white baby. I'll do it. I'll conjure that.
Okay, well, don't you guys have jobs? I'm just curious. What do you guys do all day?
Yeah, we do got jobs. You think we work 24 hours a day, white boy? That was a stupid ass statement. Do we got jobs? What kind of question is that? It's white people out there. Are you going to say the same thing? So you had a problem that she said that, right? But at the same time, Jake Lane was out there, and this is the reason why he got arrested on $1 million bond, because he said he's going to unalive Carmelo. That's what he said, and hang him in a tree. Do you approve of that message? You trying to cherry pick a video of a black woman that's out there standing on business, but you ain't said nothing about the actual criminal that got locked up. She didn't get locked up. Jake Lane got locked up for being out there calling for violence against Carmelo Anthony. But let me guess, that's right up your alley, right? That's right up your alley. You got no problem with hearing violence against black people because you a coward. And a lot of you white boys out here, y'all pussies. Y'all do all this talking online, but when it's time to show up for battle, y'all quiet, crickets. Y'all want to call the police.
How are you out here on a weekday? Here we got a guy saying that the justice system is broken.
All he doing is cherry picking videos.
And look, I don't agree with the justice system. I think it's fucked. But there was no ifs, ands, or buts about this case. I don't even know why they're appealing it. Because I guess it's just what you do. See if you get.
Yeah, see, these people mad that we appealing it. I know you mad, white boy. But you about to get even madder. We about to get justice for Carmelo Anthony. And I can't wait to come to your channel and go to your videos and see you get all pink in the face.
Lucky.
Ain't no fucking judicial justice for black people. How many motherfucking decades and decades have to go by where you don't receive that? Your justice is fucking frontier justice. They kill one of y'all, you kill one of them. Our toughest soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, dude.
What you mean, Jesus, dude? What you mean? You act like you ain't never heard this type of talk before. When your community is the most violent people in this country. I just showed you guys for the past couple of days at least 3 mass shootings, but he gonna sit up here and act like this is the most crazy thing he ever heard. A 18-year-old child went on a mass shooting in California, unalived 2 white men for your community, by the way, and you not even talking about that. But I had to talk about it. I had to bring the white victims on social media because y'all don't care about white victims. You, Megyn Kelly, none of y'all. Y'all go out here and cherry pick black people saying something, and then y'all want to say, look at black people. They out to get us. They out to attack us. And when you see black people on a day-to-day basis, everybody is minding their business. They speaking to you. They're very polite, very kind. But then you get radicalized by these videos you see on YouTube because y'all are a bunch of incels. Black people are not affecting you in your day-to-day life, and you know this. But y'all got this weird fantasy of a black person doing something to you. This is the same guy that said that he worried about a black person attacking his grandmother in the grocery store. Bro, the obsession is crazy.
Shit.
Okay, so if we're going off of what you're saying, once again, this is the shit that legitimately confuses me. He's saying, you kill one of us, we kill one of you. Who got killed there, man? It's like you guys literally don't know what the fuck you're talking about. A white kid got killed. A black kid did not get killed.
Well, Cyrus got killed by a white Asian man. Cyrus got killed by a white Asian man. I don't hear you saying nothing about that. Sonia Massey got unalived in her kitchen by one of your white supremacist soldiers, claiming that his life was in danger, and shot that woman in cold blood in her kitchen and got 20 years. Are you going to advocate for him to get the death penalty? No. And I could go on and on, but I'm pretty sure you get you get my drift. So I agree with this brother 100%.
So we can get that clear. But y'all are acting like it's the opposite. Turn your fucking brains on, man.
Bro,
and then we got the Black Panthers out. Can I just say, holy fuck. I thought I had back issues. I don't even want to ask you what yours are like. Jesus, my Lord.
I don't even want to see your emails. I don't even want to see your search history. I can just imagine what your search history look like.
If you don't mind, can I have your name and who you represent?
My name is Crystal Muhammad. I represent the New Black Panther Party for self-defense.
Okay.
I'm going to step up.
Yes, ma'am.
She's trolling us with that music back there.
I know it's really, really loud.
What's your question?
We're going to get through it. So, my question is, so you guys coming out here today, I know a lot of people actually really don't even know that the Black Panther Party still exists. So, can you tell me some things that your organization does?
If they don't know the Black Panther Party exists, they haven't been in the movement. Because anybody that's been in the movement and conscious know we have. We've been everywhere, something been going on there. Our website is nbpp.org.
NBPP. Okay, well, that's interesting. We got another guy who's saying that he does not give a fuck about white lives, which, fine, dude. I think that's the thing that y'all don't get. We don't need to be liked by you. Y'all need to be liked by us, because if you didn't, you wouldn't claim racism. You wouldn't give a fuck. We don't.
What? No, this dude think because we call out their racism, their bigotry, that we want to be liked by them. That's what you came up with. This is how I know you are a very stupid, low IQ man, bro. This is why your race is dying off. This is why nobody in the world likes y'all. Y'all are slowly becoming a minority in this country because of your behavior, your mindset, and the way that you think. You don't believe that black people want to be liked by you. Why in the fuck would we want to be liked by you? Y'all are losers in this country. Black Americans is the culture in the standard in this country. Who told you this? Is it the Sambo? See, the Sambo class got these guys thinking that we all around her on knees, kissing the ground, trying to get their approval. That's not true, sir.
I don't care. But what happens is you guys do this, and then this whole thing wears off and time passes, and then a white person doesn't like you in public and you make a scene, or you destroy a cashier stand, or you go online and you claim, these racist white people. You're causing it, man.
Or y'all go to schools and shoot them up. Or y'all go to libraries and shoot them up. Or y'all kidnap little children and do you know what to them and unalive them, but you don't say nothing about that. These people really believe that their culture is just flawless. They really believe, like, these white men out here are the most disgusting, nasty individuals. I just showed you guys in 4K of Jake Lang DMing a 5-year-old, asking to meet up with her. Right? You got Tim Tebow exposing so much child porn out here by these type of individuals, but he have no smoke for that. But somehow he think that his number one problem is what black people saying on the internet. You don't care about the young white children in your community that's getting hurt by men that look like you. You shooting your guns all on YouTube. Why you not out here catching these pedos? Catching these pedophiles? Why you not doing that? Your demographic is the main demographic on these Catch a Predator shows. Your community is 95% the demographic on these shows that's trying to meet up with these babies. But you trying to act like y'all all innocent and that black people just talking out their ass? Dude, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But this is how these devils sleep at night. They fill their brains with a bunch of lies, hoping that gets them through the day. And then he come on the internet, see a bunch of black videos, react to it, and act like, oh my God, my world is coming down because a black person has said something on the internet. But when you look at your statistics, tell me what you see, sir. When you look at the rampant violence in your community, what do you see? When you see the rape, when you see the abuse, when you see the drug overdose, when you see the DUI unalivings that your community do, what comes to your mind? Jake Lang gets smacked up by white people. He go to jail. He commit crimes. He antagonize people. He get out of jail and go antagonize black people across the country in LA. What do these black people at BET Awards have anything to do with Jake Lang and his life? Explain that to me. Shout out to Milton for the $2 super chat. 2045 is coming, white people minority. Exactly. They are becoming the minority. That's why they so angry.
Fucking causing it.
And right off the bat, man, free Carmelo. Straight up. Straight up. I don't give a fuck about no white lives. All lives don't matter over here. Because
we don't give a fuck.
On the daily.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Get killed.
Yes, you do.
Ain't nobody got shit to say. But when
you guys kill your fucking selves, man. You guys are the ones in gangs. If you look at the majority of the black population, the percentage that are in gangs is so much higher.
What's the percentage? Before you start lying, because I know you're about to lie, do y'all unalive each other more than we do? Y'all commit more violent crimes in this country. White people unalive white people at a 86% rate. 8 times out of 10, if anybody get unalive in a white community, it's going to look like somebody like you. So all this fake outrage about gangs and all this, that's black people doing it to black people. But black on black crime has nothing to do with your community, because y'all are the ones taking innocent people out. Y'all are the ones that shooting up schools. Should I remind you? Should I remind you? Right? This just happened a few days ago. And I want to get your thoughts on this, white boy. I really do.
And then that's when everybody started running. He got a gun. He got a gun.
This family says they were celebrating a birthday and spending time together before a man they identify as a neighbor pulled up and opened fire with an AR-style rifle.
Exactly. They was the first gangs, the Italians, the mafia. They was the first gangs, and they are still around. They just own casinos and NBA teams.
Witnesses say the family was gathered outside for a reunion Sunday night when a car drove by. A white man who witnesses say was Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer was inside the car yelling racial slurs at the group.
And he's talking junk and he started yelling the N-word. He kept going, so we let him go. And we were just discussing what just happened, why he tripping.
But Green says Kinzer came back, this time wearing armor and carrying a rifle.
This guy came back. Look at
him. And then that's when everybody started running.
This is your community, sir. This is your community. This white male with this fragile ego drove down the street, seen a black family reunion, called them the N-word, went home, got his body armor, got his weapon, came back, shot up the family reunion, and he got shot, by the way. But you don't want to talk about the violence that happened in your community. Right? Let's keep going.
New video shows a teenage suspect face down, being dragged.
And if you look at the date of this white boy, right, it says June 22nd. This is about a week ago.
And pinned by police minutes after authorities say a gunman fired 8 rounds inside this public library in Chico, California, killing 2 adults and wounding a young girl. Identified as 18.
Who is this white boy? Huh? Who is the leading demographic in unaliving innocent people while they minding their business? Are you going to talk about this? Are you going to react about this and say that, hey, we need to get our youth under control? We need to do something about these mass shootings that our young men is doing and taking our community out. This type of behavior in your community, white boy, is fast tracking y'all demise. Y'all are going to get wiped off the earth more faster than y'all already are because of this type of behavior in your community. This white boy is 18 years old, just graduated high school, got his whole future ahead of him. But he said, you know what? Let me go shoot up a library and kill innocent people. This is y'all behavior. Y'all do this at a 68% rate. Y'all dominate this statistic. But you want to talk about gangs? You want to talk about gangs that don't even affect you? But you don't care about the people that lose their life on a day-to-day basis from these young white males that's losing their minds.
Year-old Bradley Scott Sayer. Authorities say he'd walked through the library prior to the attack before returning with a shotgun to attempt a Columbine-style massacre.
Is that the suspect was a fan for some time of social media involving Columbine-type shootings, the kind of school shootings, and had unfortunately made a deep dive into that social media community.
Shortly after the shooting Monday night, the city police chief described the desperate call for help.
We had an open 911 line that you could hear gunshots and people screaming.
Officials say within 4 minutes, police flooded the neighborhood and made the arrest.
As they made entry, the suspect fled out the back of the library where Chico police officers had already set a perimeter.
Social media posts show the suspect graduating from the local high school earlier this month, now expected to be charged with 2 counts of murder in the first degree. Authorities say they believe he was acting alone and have found no connection to the victims, identified tonight as 74-year-old Robert Johnson and 46-year-old Jacob.
A 74-year-old man lost his life because these young white men don't know how to control their emotions. They got low impulse control. This happens on a daily in y'all community, but y'all don't talk about it. That 16-year-old boy, I think he was 18-year-old, that brutally abused those 2 16-year-old girls, and he got out on probation. He raped them and beat them, and the judge let him out on probation. Nobody is talking about this. What about these victims? Do these white lives matter? White boy? But you ain't talking about these victims. I got to bring them to the forefront because y'all going to let them just die off. Y'all don't care about these people. A 74-year-old man lost his life over a senseless killing because white men are not fathering their children. These white men want to scream about them being in the household so damn much. Then why your children are leaving your home and raping people? Why are your children leaving your homes and going and shoot up schools? How are they getting access to weapons? But y'all are such good fathers and y'all in the household. White women, why y'all keep speaking on black women's children, black men's children, when y'all raise demons? Y'all raise devils. All this all black white men fought. Don't nobody want to hear none of that. Because every time we look up, we see one of y'all somewhere shooting up a library. You can miss us with that.
You look at the white population as a whole and how many of us are in gangs. I don't even think I've ever met a white gang member in my entire life.
You think white people not in gangs? Who you think created gang banging, sir? Who you think created gangs? You are very stupid, dude. I see why y'all come on the internet and play victim all the time. I see why. I see why the white women don't want y'all. I see why white women are choosing to be celibate and not have y'all children. Why would they want to have children by stupid, ignorant white men like you? Why would they want to birth more school shooters? Why would they want to do that? You don't even know your history. But you on the internet talking about gangs, talking about shit that you don't even... I'm pretty sure you think gangs started with Crips and Blood. Let me guess. Red and blue. You think that's where it started. Y'all got to update y'all stereotypes, brother.
other than dudes who had to join one in prison. They didn't continue to be in the gang when they left. Y'all do it because you hear it in a rap song, oh, Crips and Bloods, and we're going to go slime a dude.
Yeah, and this guy said he heard about mass shooting on the internet, and he just said, you know what, let me go unalive some innocent people. That's what he said.
You guys kill each other. You don't even like each other.
This guy said, we kill each other. Y'all don't kill each other at an 86% rate, sir. See, y'all don't want to talk about y'all violent crimes. Y'all don't want to talk about y'all unalivings. But we know you can't hide behind black on black crime. Y'all got to give that up. That's not working anymore. Keep talking about we don't like each other, black on black crime. That's not going to work. That's not going to save the white children in your community from men that look like you. Keep trying to point the finger at black people that have nothing to do with you. It's not going to save your community from its demise. Mother Nature is tired of y'all. It's tired of y'all degenerate, evil, animalistic behavior. Y'all don't know how to control yourself. Y'all don't know how to mind y'all business. And we can't live around this. We can't have a country with men like you that think like you. It's not safe. People got to wash their back when they go to the grocery store. They damn near got to have a military at the school because of people that look like you. Children can't even feel safe going to get an education. People can't even feel safe going to a library because they got to worry about people that look like you coming to unalive them. I know this truth is hurting. I know the trolls in the chat is kirking out right now. I told y'all going to have a hard time over here, but you're going to have a good time as well. Because this accountability is going to give you a slap of a dose of reality.
You guys go online and you brag about killing black people. Oh, but when you guys kill a white guy, all of a sudden it's BLM, start it up. And none of us are impressed with any of this, and none of us have to be liked by you.
So when one of ours is protecting themselves, they get ambushed, they get threats, they get all of this.
Exactly. They got the police, which is a gang. They got the mafia, which is a gang. Just because they're not banging colors does not mean that they are a gang.
Fuck that cracker. We smoking on that Austin Pat pussy. I don't care anymore because it ain't no good in this shit. It ain't nothing good that's in this shit. But they trying to lay the law down. All that shit. Y'all gotta give it up. Y'all gotta give it up. It ain't over. It ain't over. Free Carmelo, man.
Facts. Free Carmelo.
What is not over? Once again, I'm confused. Y'all are acting like a black person got killed by a white person. So what is not over?
It's not over because he was defending himself and he's innocent. That's why it's not over. That's why he got a new attorney team. That's why the attorneys filed for an appeal and filed for a motion. That's why we keeping Carmelo's name out here in the algorithm. And this is why we're going to continue to expose y'all. Expose the lies. Expose the manipulation. Expose you hypocrites and expose y'all degenerate behaviors. See, Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf was just like you. A racist piece of shit and a degenerate. That's why he's not here. And that's what it's going to look like for Hunter if he don't get his act together. Because he caused his brother demise. Jeff Metcalf is the reason why his sons are degenerates. These fathers are not in the home parenting these young boys. They either are going to go to prison for the rest of their life or they're going to be maggot food. This is the future for the common young white male out here if he don't get his act together. Because the women not dating them, the women not giving them no box, the women not having children with them, because all they see y'all do is complain about black men all day. All they see y'all doing is fucking crying and whining about black people. When women see that, their cooch dry up. They don't turn them on. You don't look masculine. You don't look like an alpha male that's in charge of his family. You look like a coward that's pointing the finger for the reason why you a loser. That's why the white women want that soul pole. Salute to Milton for the $2 super chat. They call their gangs an organization. Facts. Exactly. See, they got this fairy tale fantasy in their mind about red and blue, Crips and Bloods. They think that's the first type of gang. Yeah, if they try to reword things, it sounds better. But pointing a finger at black people is not going to save the young white males out here.
To the black people watching who want to act like this, and I'm hoping it's not a lot of them here. If y'all think it's cool to act like this, to act like a gangster, to act like anything other than a normal, classy, respectful human being,
do you act like a classy, respect? Y'all be killing me with this superiority complex. Like y'all so much better than somebody. Now I'm really starting to understand why y'all are in the position that y'all in right now. Y'all want to blame the little hat people for everything when the little hat people are white just like you. You crying about your problems. You crying about a random video on the internet. And this is like the third video I reviewed on this coward. And he have yet to tell me any personal experience with a black person that was negative. Because whatever community that he in, wherever he go on a day-to-day basis, his interaction with black people is positive. So he get his rage from the internet of what black people saying. And he's trying to act like he on this pedestal that he better than everybody. Y'all behavior, y'all this. Huh? Dude, we're better than you. Exactly, Cardi Your Dreams. Did he tell Austin this? No, he didn't tell Austin them. They don't care nothing about Austin. See, this situation is not about Austin. It's all about us. They don't care nothing about Austin. They just using Austin to attack us. They don't care about white life. They didn't post about that young girl that was abducted by that FedEx driver. He didn't talk about these mass shootings that just happened a week ago of those innocent two white males that lost their lives. He's not at the trial of Charlie Kirk protesting against Tyler. Free Tyler, by the way. He's not talking about that. So I'm trying to understand, what class do he have? What class do y'all have? This is fantasy talk.
I just say that the only people who are going to want to be around you are people who act the same. I don't know one person in my life who wants to be around crap like this. Oh, we're smoking on that Austin pack because our dude killed him and he didn't just get away with it. Do you guys have any heart? It's got to be somewhere in there. Now, I am not a big fan of Stephen A. Smith. He's a big sports guy.
You're not a big fan of Stephen A. Smith, but you're going to use him as a talking point. And this is what a lot of these white supremacists like to do, as we seen in Megyn Kelly, right? She go on her anti-black racism rant, but she's such a coward and she can't stand on her racism. They have to bring a black face in to use them to get off their anti-black talking points, right? See, look, it's a black guy that agree with me. Look, it's a black person that's saying the same thing. Look at what the black person's saying. Listen to me, white boy. We don't give a damn what Stephen A. saying. Stephen A. don't speak on the behalf of us. Stephen A. don't stand on business. Who gives a damn what Stephen A. See, y'all black faces, your Sambo class holds no weight over here. We laugh at y'all Sambo class. We clown y'all Sambo class. We understand that y'all are feeding them butter biscuits and they have to perform for your validation. They hold no weight over here. They have no credibility over here. So you can use Stephen A. as a talking point We heard everything Stephen A says. We heard everything Mr. Potato Head said. We heard everything Poe Chop said. What's new? I'm black and I agree. I'm black and Carmelo Anthony's guilty. I'm black and whoop-de-doo. We don't give a damn what these Sambos got to say. This is why we are pointing your Sambo class out and we're clowning them. And we are letting y'all know, we are putting your Sambo class on the forefront and we saying, these niggas don't speak for us. These are cowards. They don't stand on business. They have been exiled from us. They don't represent us. We don't want your approval. We don't kiss y'all ass. We're standing on FBA business over here. So go ahead and use Stephen A. Smith for your anti-black talking points.
I have stopped watching sports entirely for a long time, mainly because it's all a fucking joke. The Dodgers had on Pride gear the other day. There are kids going to the games and y'all are wearing Pride gear. Just a disgrace to every family that's there. I'm not usually a fan of this guy, but he speaks the truth.
Oh, he speaks the truth. You see this? Do you see this, family? See, he's not a fan of Stephen A., but he speaks the truth. Because he saying what I think. He's a black face that's saying the anti-black talking points that we gave him to say. Y'all know the anti-black, manuscript, right? The 1350, black people, this, black on black crimes, baby mama, EBT. Y'all need to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You guys know where I'm trying to go with this. This is why he agreed with them. They think that these token blacks is a symbol of us. No, sir. Stephen A. belong to y'all. Poe Chop, Mr. Potato Head, they belong to y'all. They are your token. Y'all can't use their black skin anymore. We have already outed them. Y'all gotta update the software, come up with some new stereotypes, come up with a new strategy, but just using a black person to repeat your anti-black racism, it don't work. We don't care. We laugh at Stephen A. Stephen A need to go to Turkey and get that hairline pushed all the way back or just go clean cut shave like your boy. Because I'm tired of seeing that goddamn hairline in the middle of that head like that. Go to Turkey or cut or be clean cut. Goddamn, Stephen A. When are you going to let that go? You are successful. You rich. It don't matter how your head look now, sir. Cut that shit off. God damn, brother. I'm sick of looking at all that goddamn forehead. Ain't nobody forehead that goddamn big. Salute to Sugar Mama for the $10 super chat. Your channel, Willie D channel, and other pro-black channels are needed. When Carmelo Anthony case first came out, had me against my brother because of lies. Thank you for the truth, Carmelo. Thank you for the truth. Free Carmelo Anthony. And I'm glad you admitted that, Sugar Mama. That at first you was against it, but our channels help you to come to light. And it's a lot of black people out there like that. They're speaking against Carmelo Anthony, which we are going to expose, by the way. I really need you guys to hit that notification bell because we got a lot of exposing to do. I'm on a hit list. Appreciate that, Raps Next. Yeah, Poe Chop. Yeah, my bad. I know a lot of new people in here right now, but Poe Chop, appreciate that, Raps Next. Poe Chop is Jason Whitlock and Mr. Potato Head is Anton Daniels. I forgot, guys. I got some special names for the Sambo class. I got to make sure that I, explain who I'm talking about. Appreciate that, Ralph Snacks. But thank you so much, Sugar Mama, for the $10 super chats. I really appreciate your support. And I'm glad that you admitted that. And I'm happy to have you over here. This platform is for us. This channel is for us. And they are mad that we building us our own black media platform. See, they want to silence us. Y'all see the troll in the chat? I'm black and I even get fatigue. See, that's their talking points. I'm black and I even we don't give a fuck what you say. That's the thing. But since you black and you got fatigue, I'm going to get your ass up out of here. Bam! Now you're gone like magic. You see that? You see how I just did that? Syria. Boom, you're gone. Again, thank you, Sugar Mama. I appreciate that. Let's get back into the content, family. But hold on. Smash that like button. We got 444 viewers in the building. Salute to the family. Salute to my new channel members. Salute to my channel members in general. I appreciate you guys. Become a channel member. Support the work that we got going on over here, right? Salute to the people that's participating in the chat, that's super chat. I really appreciate you guys. Listen to me. We got a lot of work to do, family. We got a lot of lies. We got a lot of exposing. We got a lot of shit to do. And we just getting started. I know you clowns out there is mad at us right now. I know you mad. But it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do. Make sure you smash that like button.
He speaks the truth on the reality of this, and I'm stoked about it.
I would give anything to be able to say something definitively in Carmelo Anthony's defense.
Here we go.
If there was a shred of innocence to the incident itself, I would say so.
No,
I don't
you
want
wouldn't.
to see a little black young man going to jail.
Yeah, right.
But I don't give a damn what your race. I don't give a damn about what your race, your ethnicity is. Just because you're white and young doesn't mean you deserve to be murdered. And just because you're black and young with challenges that black folks face every single day doesn't give you a license to murder someone. That's what happened.
I mean, look, I agree with the majority of what he said. I don't agree with continuing to put black people in this victim mindset of, oh, they have these challenges every day. Dude, everybody has challenges. I don't care who you are. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how famous you are. Everybody has their own set of challenges. We got to drop that shit. We got to drop the they're a minority and they've got a different opportunity in America than everybody else. We got to stop.
Bro, this coward right here want to be a victim so fucking bad, dude. This guy want to be a victim so fucking bad. Y'all white men cry too fucking much, dude. Why do y'all cry so goddamn much? This is why y'all women don't like y'all. This is why. You got your boy Jake Lane out here, right? And I want to show you guys this video right here, right? Of your boy Charlie Kirk that overdosed. I want to show you the sick mindset of these people, right? Of this community. I really want you guys to really pay attention to this. And I want you to tell me what you guys think about what you're about to hear in this video and how sick and degenerate these people are. But black people are their problems. Listen to this, family.
4 years ago, I was raped by my father.
She said 4 years ago, and I got to break this down so make sure y'all understand this clearly. 4 years ago, she was raped by her father.
4 years ago, I was raped by my father, and I chose not to have an abortion, and this is what came out of it.
Listen to the cheers of these sick fucks. This lady said she was raped by her father, and these people gave her a round of applause.
4 years ago, I was raped by my father, and I chose not to have an abortion, and this is what came out of it.
I'm very sorry that happened to you. That is incest and tell us your little one's name.
This is Jonah.
And Jonah's a miracle from God.
He is.
But it was a terrible thing that happened to you. What is your message to people that say babies conceived in rape are not human beings?
They are absolutely human beings. They are made individually by God, and they can do some very important things. I believe that he'll grow up and he'll help people, and based on all of our experiences, we can try and keep them from doing the same thing that their parents did.
Praise God. Jonah is alive because of your courage.
Wow. Jesse, you just said in the chat, so her brother is her son. Yes. And this crowd of white people and Charlie Kirk applauding this behavior. Because we know who indulge in incest the most, right? They got a history of incest. And this goes on in their community a lot. But Charlie Kirk didn't talk about this, right? Charlie Kirk dismissed stuff like this because Charlie Kirk wanted to focus on black crime and black people and gang violence. But when things like this happen in his community, he's very quiet. He's very silent. These young children are getting hurt by these white men and nobody speaks up on their behalf. But what about Chicago? What about LA? Chicago is not your problem, bro. Update the software. Update it. Update. You can't keep using the same talking points. Salute to Sugar Mama for the $5 super chat. I didn't speak against Carmelo Anthony because I'm a sellout. Far from it. I love black people only. I'm black. They had me believing white supremacist lies. Oh, I understand what you meant. I understand what you meant, Sugar Mama, but it's okay. You here now. You where the family at? You listen to me. You where the family at? Welcome. I am so glad that you are here. Of course, they brainwash a lot of black people to not believe white supremacy lies because they want you to get some of them butter biscuits. They want you out here to be a talking head for the white supremacists. That's what they want. But I'm glad you came up out of that. And I'm so glad you over here with us. Because you're going to get a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of healing over here. Thank you so much, Sugar Mama, for your $5 super chat. I truly appreciate you. But back to this guy that overdosed. You gonna applaud this mess and not call out the father? You should have said, what's your father's name? Let's call him out. Let's expose him right now for his behavior. Is he in jail? But y'all clapping this type of shit up? Y'all are clapping this behavior up instead of calling this out. Charlie Kirk didn't talk about the incest. He didn't talk about the grape. He didn't talk about the mass shootings because that last conversation that he had before he overdosed, the guy asked him a question about mass shootings. Charlie Kirk said, including or not including gang violence. Bam! That was the ancestors, brother. That was the ancestors. Let's play this again. This is disgusting.
4 years ago, I was raped by my father, and I chose not to have an abortion. And this is what came out of it.
I wonder, is that the father beside her? Guys, is that the father beside her? Exactly, dimple face, clapping for that. Thank you for the jewels, beautifully made. I wonder if that's the father right there beside her. Ma'am, you have to expose these monsters in your community. You cannot have a round of applause for you getting raped by your father. That's your little brother that you are holding right now. That's not your son. You are holding your son. You push your son out. And I'm not saying that this child don't deserve life. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the accountability in this community that Charlie Kirk refused to talk about. This young girl was abused by her own father.
4 years ago, I was raped by my father, and I chose not to have an abortion. And this is what came out of it.
I'm very sorry that happened to you. That is incest and tell us your little one's name.
This is Jonah.
And Jonah's a miracle from God.
He is.
But it was a terrible thing that happened to you. What is your message to people that say babies?
You said that this was a terrible thing that happened. I agree with you, Charlie Kirk. But why not call it out in your community? Why not say, hey, we got an incest problem in our community. We got a great problem in our community with these white men that's hurting our youth. Y'all are the leading demographic in hurting your children. We need to talk about that. Worrying about Chicago and black people, that's not going to fix our problems here. That's not going to fix this young lady problem here that was abused by her father, Charlie Kirk. Talking about us is not going to fix your problems. She needed help. She needed the white men in her community to step up. But now let's talk about Chicago.
Conceived in rape are not human beings.
They are absolutely human beings. They are made individually by God, and they can do some very important things. I believe that he'll grow up and he'll help people, and based on all of our experiences, we can try and keep them from doing the same thing that their parents did.
Praise God. Jonah is alive because of your courage.
Man, these are some sick individuals, bro. These are some sick people. But before we get up out of here, family, I want to show you guys. Y'all know your boy Chud the Builder. He cooked, by the way. Do we got any Chud the Builder trolls up in here? Any Chud the Builder supporters? What y'all thinking about Chud the Builder being a homosexual? And the reason why he was out here kirking out is because he was fighting against his sexuality. He was getting pegged by a black woman. He didn't deny it. He knew her. She gave evidence that she pegged him. Right? She put that Long Johnson inside of him, but he want to be out here screaming the N-word to black people, right? And it's so many of these people coming out exposing Chud the Builder. But this the guy that y'all sent $500,000 to, and he around here sleeping with men. He around here sleeping with men. So the latest person that came out was this transgender, and she talked about her relationship with Chud the Builder. You guys got to hear this shit.
Yeah, so
salute to Sugar Mama for the $5 super chat. Thank you for your first person that I've sent a super chat to. I am going to spin a bag on you because you bring the truth, and the truth is setting you free. Thank you so much, Sugar Mama. I really appreciate that. Again, I'm happy to have you here. Thank you so much.
last year, May 2025, I Chud the Builder.
This dude said May 2025, he smashed Chud the Builder.
Last year, May 2025, I Chud the Builder.
Damn, Chud. I see why you mad at us. Dang, Chud. Look at Chud.
Women and femboys, they're the only people who want to act feminine. He sent me these texts with his baby mama, who was Latina, months later after a date. She said, "Go live happily ever after with a dude. Get him, girl." And then he said, back in the day, when women were made to be feminine, that's when society was the best and the least gay shit occurred.
Bro.
Every time women get out of hand, the facts go back to the Roman days. And dudes who are more femme than their fat girlfriends are. Women are so manly, dudes would rather fuck a femboy than come home to their GF. Bitches who act like dudes will call men gay for fucking femboys who are more feminine than they are.
This dude said the femboys, these men, I don't care about all these labels that y'all giving yourself. I'm calling you a man. You're a man. This guy Chud said he would rather smash a man because they more feminine. He would rather go out here and smash a man than go home to his girlfriend. Guys, there's always some homosexual things with these racist white supremacists that be out here kirking out, losing their mind, focusing on black people. They always be out here with some type of skeletons in their closet, and it's finally coming out. And I'm pretty sure Chud the Builder probably don't even want to come out of jail right now. So much information been coming out on Chud the Builder. I think he exactly where he want to be. He getting pegged by a black woman. She giving him that long 11-inch Johnson. He enjoyed it, by the way. He came back for more. Another homosexual white guy came out that Chud was in his DMs trying to flirt with him. This dude right here got receipts. He said, "I smashed Chud May 2025. And he's showing you text messages about Chud crying about being at home with his girlfriend. He will leave the house with a woman and go get him some pussy. But this the guy that's running around talking about N-word this, N-word that. And y'all donated $500,000 so Chud can go out here and get some more pussy.
in quotes.
How dare you not want to come home and man with a pussy?
Sorry, babe. I'd rather fuck a girl with a dick than an N-word with a mid pussy like yours. Cry laughing emoji. My friend made a good point where she's like, yeah, bro, like you really owned your baby mama. I know it's like not.
Hold on, I want to read these text messages. He went too fast. It said, you're so base for that. Girls be like, he dated you, so he's gay. Like, guess your husband is too, cause he's staring at me. What? It's as simple as it can be for real. This is my BM, my baby mama. She hates how consistent I am in this. They call me a lot, but never call me a bottom. She hates that she knows I'm not gay, but I'd rather F you than her. Makes her question why. But most women are allergic to accountability, so the answer is never. Maybe I act like a dude so much is a turn on by me, but they act feminine so much that it turns on them. Hold on, what nigga? They act feminine so much that he is turned on by them. So your girlfriend, your baby mama, is, I guess, masculine, acting like a dude, and it's turning you on to the point that you're outside getting bussy. Your girlfriend, which is a woman, is acting masculine, and it turns you on so much that you leave the house and you go get some bussy? What the fuck? I can't wait to well, no, let me not say that. He deserved to be in jail.
A good point where she's like, yeah, bro, like you really owned your baby mama. I know it's like not base, like it's very misogynist. Just say you think it's hot, bro. Like, that's all. It's not really just how hot he was. Yo, look at this last selfie he sent me, actually, from a new faceless Grindr profile.
Bro, this dude got the receipts,
look
bro.
Look at this fucking picture.
Look at Chud sending the dude selfies. Look at me, babe. I got the perfect light on me. I'm in the sunlight. How do I look, baby, with my funky dusty ass mustache? I don't never wash my ass. I stay in a trailer park. How do I look, babe? Is this a good angle? Yeah, this a good lighting right here. Yeah, he gonna like this. Yeah, he gonna like this. Yeah, let me turn this side right here and make sure the sun hit me right here. And I'm finna send it to this dude. Hey, bro, how do I look?
So I had to go digging through the text to find it, and I knew I'd send it to my friend, but I fucking screamed when I saw what she had said. Like, Dalton started messaging me on.
It says, Dalton started messaging me on Grindr again. Laughed my ass off. Why the F is he pretty? If he wasn't like a future murderer, I'll be a lit as fuck for you. Dang, even the dudes know that he a future unaliver. He said if he wasn't a future unaliver, I'll be lit as F for him. Wow.
Grindr again.
What is Grindr? Is Grindr like a private chat room? Like, what is Grindr? Is Grindr like a dating app? What the hell is Grindr? Is it like a low key where you can hide yourself or something?
He said LMAO. Why the
Salute to Ayana for being a channel member. Thank you so much, Ayana. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Salute to you, Ayana. I appreciate that.
the fuck is he pretty? If he wasn't like a future murderer, I'd be lit as fuck for you. Shout out my girl for being an oracle.
Smash that like button, family.
She's like, on God, I never miss.
And then I said.
Neither did Chud, unfortunately. We cuddled on my couch and made out. I've struggled finding a good word for what happened next. Because I think like simulated sex, it's too vague, and frauding is too specific. But at some point, I put it between his thighs. Not his ass, unfortunately. We were like kissing. He flexed his legs together. Which, it's funny from like Mr. I'm not a gay bottom. Like, I remembered this. Like, this came back to me. What we did was kind of more gay. Like,
oh, this dude said what we did was kind of more gay. Bro, this is diabolical. What made this dude expose him? I don't know why these guys be out here sleeping around with these dudes and thinking that they gonna keep their secret. Like, why would you do that? Salute to Protect Your Peace for becoming a channel member. Salute to Protect Your Peace 2026. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much for that, Protect Your Peace. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. I am happy to have you over here. Thank you. Salute to you, Protect Your Peace. But bro, god damn, did y'all hear this nigga?
in his thighs, not his ass, unfortunately. We were like kissing. He flexed his legs together, which it's funny from like Mr. I'm not a gay bottom. Like, I remembered this. Like, this came back to me. What we did was kind of more gay. Like, bruh, you just got your chuddusy pounded. What else have you got to lose? Like, just flip over. Why am I losing my voice? I felt like Dalton wanted a trainee trad wife. We talked a lot about his job. I don't think he ever asked about mine. Several times after doing things for him, he called me a good girl. It was hot, like, don't get me wrong, but there was something unnerving about it. As corny as it sounds, I wondered what would happen if I was a bad girl. Chud was very intense. Ted Bundy stare and all that. He was bigger than me, and he would switch from being overly affectionate to annoyed and angry. Later down the road, he would neg me over text like, I miss your big forehead. And if I pushed back, he excused it. You know I love you. Which for one date, he said I love you like a few times. I said it back. I didn't want to get murdered. Maybe I did mean it. But like we both meant it a little bit. Because we're broken fucking people.
Bro, what the fuck did I just watch? Family. What the hell did we just listen to? Chud. Brother. Hold on, family. Y'all gotta help me out with this. I'm lost for words. Y'all gotta explain this to me, family. What did we just listen to? Is this the same guy that goes around antagonizing black people? So let me get this straight. You don't really hate black people. You really got a fetish for black men. Is that what it is, Chud? You're sexually attracted to us? You trying to get some black pussy? You want some black pussy? Jason Whitlock will give you some black pussy. Bro, what the? Somebody said black panther. Bro, this is crazy. I guess all of that hatred that he was spreading, he was fighting demons. Now it's starting to make sense now. It's starting to make sense now, Chud. I get it now, brother. You was fighting demons, bro. That bussy was getting smacked. You was going all up in that bussy, and this dude right here was going all up in your bussy. And it had you kind of, discombobulated. That bussy juice all over, you just all over the place. Let me go out street. Let me go. This goddamn bussy got me out of my mind. Let me go to the goddamn streets and goddamn, you nigger. Chud. We ain't forced you to get that bussy beat. We didn't force you to beat that bussy. Why you taking your frustration out on us? You got a whole dude right here that you can let your frustration out on. And this dude even calling Chud a unaliver. So that's probably why he probably one of these liberal transgender dudes. So he probably said, no, this guy's crazy. I'm finna expose him. So in this whole entire live stream, family, we exposed Jake Lane for being a edifier, right? We showed proof. I showed you the video. He's on a phone call trying to mayo babble, talking about, oh, he's one of my team. He tried to blame it on his team. Then at the same time, he want to say, when I told her she got to wait to turn 16, then I can't message her back. But I thought you just said it was your team that done it. Now you saying that you done it? You busted, dude. This is typical behavior. But the white gentleman that we just played earlier make it seem like black people is the problem that's going on in their community. Jake Lane made a tweet and said black Americans is the reason why America is being destroyed. When we got a lot of white men that's desperate for that pussy out here, he won't, like, go get the pussy. We're not stopping y'all. Who is stopping y'all from getting it? Don't take your frustration out on us with y'all racism, right? It's plenty of these because this is what your community indulge in. But Chud, it makes sense now. I just thought you was just like an anti-black racist. Yeah, you are that, but you fighting with your sexuality. This makes sense now. And you in jail right now. You about to go to jail for at least 20 years because you're going to get found guilty of shooting Joshua Fox at the courthouse because they have already seen the surveillance video and they testified in court that you let off a gunshot before Joshua Fox punched you. Yeah, you're going to jail. You're cooked for at least 15, 20 years. So I guess you exactly where you want to be. I guess you home. Plenty bussy to serve on the menu. Yeah, it's a lot of bussy up in there. Yeah, you're gonna be in Candyland with that bussy. Bussy for you. He gonna have that Oprah Winfrey. Bussy for you, bussy for you, bussy for you, bussy for everybody. That boy gonna be in Bussy land. So I guess you know, you got what you wanted. But family, it makes sense now. It makes sense now. I get it. Bro, this is diabolical. I can't. Oh, bro. This is some sick shit. And somebody checked, right? People out here fact checking this, right? And they put this, because you can see, ask GPT, ask chat GPT is a picture been indoctrinated or AI. It said this picture is not likely to be AI generated or a deep fake. This is real. This is real. This is Chud. This is not fake. This dude posted this on his Instagram 2 years ago. And Chud right there with his hands on the hip. I put my hands up on my hip. And I did. The boy got his hands on that hip. He like, yeah, I'm with my man. I'm proud of my man. Yeah, I'm with my guy. Yeah, this my guy. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm with my guy. Oh, and this right here, this is another reason why they mad. I've been looking for this video. This right here, this white woman right here is going to preach the gospel of why these white men like Jake Lane and a lot of these incel white dudes, even the trolls in my chat that's white. Listen to this white woman. Salute to Reggie L. Moore for becoming a channel member over here. Salute to Reggie. Salute, bro. Salute. Thank you so much for becoming a part of the family, becoming a part of the team. I am grateful to have you over here. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you, bro. For real. Salute to you. Thank you so much. Salute to the new channel members. Y'all are the real MVPs. Thank you, Reggie. Salute to you, bro.
You still don't think white men are obsessed with black men? I have a story for you. One of my friends was dating this guy back in California, and when they were hooking up, he literally told her to say Black Lives Matter. And she was like, what the fuck? Because this guy was like a leftist, or he was left-leaning. And she literally stopped it, pulled her out of the moment, and she was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, oh, like, I need you to say that, or I need you to say that, like, you've dated black men in the past, and like, I'm nothing compared to them. And these men have like humiliation kinks, and they enjoy being compared to black men because it's a sexual thing for them. And it just shows how much sexual fetishes are shaped by racism. Because white men, even though they're on—
Hold on, let me read that little thing she said. It says the fetishization of black masculinity It is how white people objectively black men as more masculine and sexual than whites. Wow.
Are shaped by racism. As white men, even though they're on the left, that are using this as a way to get off, it's very, very uncomfortable. And it shows how deeply this fetishization is rooted in white culture. There weren't even black people in the room. It was just two white people, and yet during sex, they're talking about a black man. And trust me, this is not even close to the worst thing that people are saying out there. All I'll say is do not go on Twitter and search up anything related to fetishization of black people. And it's not just conservative men doing this, it's a lot of men on the left as well.
Wow. So this is why y'all mad at us. Y'all fetishize. I knew it was a fantasy. I knew it was a fantasy. Because I'm trying to understand Jake Lane keep going out here getting his ass kicked. Keep antagonizing black people. I'm like, is you going to get enough? You'll think like, you know how you lose a fight and if you lose a fight again, you're like, yeah, I just can't win. Jake Lane keep going out here want to get his ass kicked by black men. What I do, Bridget? Bro, I'm just being real, Bridget. I'm just being real. No, I'm just being real, family. Like, that's what it is. We ain't got no bussy on the menu over here, so y'all can get y'all ass on somewhere with this, fantasizing about us. Ain't nothing on the menu. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You niggas are weird. Y'all, and this is why y'all birth rates are low. Because your white women are figuring y'all out. They like, okay, they trying to date y'all. They trying to start a family with y'all. And then y'all bringing up black men. They like, God damn, should I go get the black man then? Cause you asking me all these questions about black men. Should I just go get me a masculine, chocolate, sexy black man like me? Seriously, cause it's like y'all turning these women off. They don't want to talk about other men and you in front of them. Y'all gotta tighten up over there, family. God damn. See, a lot of this racism is masked with homosexuality. These dudes are homos. They want some soul pole. It's some black men out there that give you that soul pole. Yeah, the divestors ain't gonna tell you how true this is. Yeah, the divestors ain't gonna. Yeah, they gonna be quiet over there. Yeah, the divestors be real quiet about them white men keep asking about us. I know them divestors. They like, damn nigga, like why you keep talking about the black men for? Like, what's up? You must feel like you can't compete. You can't compare over here or something. Damn. This is crazy. But yeah, Chud, he cooked, bro. He cooked. Man, this picture right here is diabolical, bro. Chud the bottom. I'm done. I'm done, family. Facts, Reggie. He ain't lying. Bro. Bestiality arrest on a white man. Oh, yeah, you know they the leading demographic of that, too. Yeah, this is diabolical. Yeah, they love horses. They love animals. Oh, they love animals. That's their thing. They think it's animals. I gotta get this off my screen. This is diabolical. I gotta get this off my screen. That's scary. Bro, y'all got me dying in the chat right now, bro. Yeah, they obsessed. And I see why they mad. Some sassy bottoms. But salute to the chat. Salute to the family. Salute to the new channel members. Today was an amazing show. I enjoyed you guys. I enjoyed the trolls, but y'all weren't in here today like I expected. I blocked some of y'all because y'all was being very disruptive in the chat, and I don't want I don't want the family to be disruptive, so I got to get y'all ass up out of here. What Dimple say? If you want to ride, go ride with the white horse. Right, Sugar Mama, is reverse butt breaking. Bro, this is diabolical, bro. Y'all crazy. But family, I enjoyed y'all. Appreciate everybody that contributed to the show. I am grateful. I am thankful. Shout out to the new channel members. Welcome to the family. I appreciate y'all. And I will see you guys on tomorrow. Spam free Carmelo in the chat before we get out of here, family. Purple Heart, free Carmelo Anthony. Let's get it, family. Let's end it on a good note. It's too much bussy shit around here. I got to get this bussy spirit out the air. Come on, free Carmelo. Get this goddamn bussy shit out of here. Jesus. Come on, get some good energy in here. Shit. Damn, I need to light some incense up in this motherfucker. Chud, you got bussy spirits flying every goddamn where? Damn. No, Chud, no. No, get away. We gotta get that bussy spirit up out of here. That's too much bussy in one day. God damn, Chud. I ain't know you was going like that, brother. You see her at home with your girlfriend and you see her. All right, brother. Whatever rocks your boats. Peace, family. Salute. Let's spread the love up out of here because we got to get that bussy energy out of here. But salute to the family. Happy born day to Reggie. Happy birthday, bro. Good night, Miss Brenda. Good night, Toya. Good night, Jesse. Good night, Golden Libra. Good night, Milton. Good night, Monica Talks. Good night, Candy Girl. Good night, Benny. Good night, Thug and Harmony. Vicky. Sugar Mama, protect your peace. Ray, Patricia. Salute. Y'all enjoy y'all night. And y'all know it's time to get that work. I'm done, y'all. I swear, I'm done. I am done. But we had to get that bussy spirit up out of here. We had to rebuke that. I rebuke that bussy spirit in the name of Jesus. Get your hands off that man. You don't belong here, bussy spirit. Get up out of here. Salute to Dimple. Salute to Sean. Salute to Sweet Butters. Reggie said, I'm going to kiss my wife. Salute to Bridget Smooth. Yeah, we got to rebuke that spirit. That spirit got to get up out of here. Yeah, that spirit got to go. That was too much bussy in one setting. Nah, we can't have that type of energy over here. Hell no. Absolutely not. Good night. Good night. Good night. Peace and love.